Imagine standing at the edge of Greenland's vast ice sheet, where beneath the frozen surface lies an extraordinary human story waiting to be told. What if I told you that Greenland's first inhabitants vanished without a trace, leaving behind only genetic ghosts in the Arctic winds? This harsh, unforgiving landscape has witnessed something remarkable. Wave after wave of human cultures, each leaving their mark on history, from the mysterious Saqqaq people to the artistic Dorset culture, and finally, the innovative Thule. Greenland's past is a testament to human ingenuity and survival. Join us as we unravel this fascinating tale of ancient migrations, cultural transformations, and incredible adaptations that have shaped the human story of Earth's largest island. Our story begins roughly 4,500 years ago, when the first known inhabitants of Greenland emerged from the mists of prehistory, the Saqqaq people. These remarkable pioneers ventured into an unforgiving realm of ice and tundra, armed with nothing but their ingenuity and determination to survive. In 2010, a groundbreaking discovery at Saqqaq would forever change our understanding of these ancient people. Perfectly preserved in the permafrost, fragments of hair held secrets that had waited millennia to be revealed. When scientists analyzed the ancient DNA, they uncovered something extraordinary. The Saqqaq were not who we thought they were. Their genetic fingerprint pointed not to the modern Inuit, but to the indigenous peoples of distant Siberia, specifically the Koryaks and Chukchi. This connection was confirmed by the presence of a rare genetic marker, haplogroup D2AA1, rarely found outside Siberian populations. Here was evidence of an independent migration wave, separate from those that would later bring the Inuit to Greenland's shores. Picture these first Greenlanders, dark-skinned, brown-eyed, with straight black hair, physically distinct from later Arctic peoples. They were masterful adapters, crafting delicate stone tools and developing sophisticated hunting strategies that changed with the seasons. From their coastal settlements, they harvested both the bounty of the sea and the resources of the land, creating a sustainable way of life that would endure for nearly 2 millennia. Yet despite their remarkable success, the Saqqaq vanished around 800 BCE, leaving behind a profound mystery that still puzzles archaeologists today. Was it the creeping change of climate that drove them away? Did their resources finally run dry? Or did the arrival of new peoples force them to abandon their Arctic home? Their disappearance remains one of the most intriguing enigmas of Arctic prehistory, a reminder that even the most successful societies can vanish into the depths of time. As the Saqqaq faded into history, a new culture emerged in Greenland around 800 BCE, the Dorset people. Their legacy would prove as fascinating as it was unique, defined by extraordinary artistic achievements and mysterious traditions that continue to captivate us today. At the heart of Dorset culture lies an astonishing artistic tradition, their miniature carvings. Imagine holding a masterpiece smaller than your thumb, delicate figures carved from ivory, bone, and antler with breathtaking precision. These tiny treasures depicted humans, Arctic animals, and enigmatic spirit beings. Their small size suggests these weren't mere decorations, but powerful symbols, perhaps carried as protective amulets or used in shamanic rituals. Curiously, the Dorset charted their own technological path, distinct from other Arctic peoples. They survived without technologies we typically associate with Arctic life. No bow and arrow, no dog sleds. Instead, they developed specialized hunting techniques, becoming masters of the sea ice, where they pursued seals and walruses with spears and unique snow knives. Their memory lives on in Inuit oral traditions, which speak of the Tuniit, a race of powerful but shy giants who preceded them. These stories describe a people of immense strength who could lift massive stones, yet would flee at the sight of newcomers. A fascinating glimpse of how the Dorset were remembered by those who came after. But by 1300 CE, the Dorset culture had vanished. Was it the harsh onset of the Little Ice Age that proved too much for their specialized way of life? Did competition with the technologically advanced Thule people spell their doom? Or did isolation leave them vulnerable to other challenges? Their disappearance remains one of the Arctic's most compelling mysteries, adding another layer to the enigma of these remarkable people. Around 1100 CE, a technological revolution swept across Greenland with the arrival of the Thule people. Migrating eastward from Alaska, they brought with them innovations that would forever transform life in the Arctic. Their arsenal of advanced technologies marked the beginning of a new era in Greenland's history. Consider their remarkable toolkit, the dog sled, a revolutionary invention that conquered the vast frozen expanses, making long-distance travel and trade possible like never before. The umiak, a large skin boat capable of carrying entire families and their possessions, proved invaluable for whale hunting expeditions. The nimble kayak, perfected for solo hunting. But perhaps their most ingenious creation was the toggle harpoon. This weapon was a masterpiece of engineering. When it struck a whale or walrus, its detachable head would pivot beneath the animal's skin, creating an unbreakable anchor. This innovation dramatically improved hunting success rates against the Arctic's largest prey, fundamentally changing their relationship with these marine giants. The Thule were true masters of maritime life. Their ability to hunt massive bowhead whales provided not just abundant meat, but also crucial raw materials: bones for building, baleen for tools, and blubber for fuel. This mastery allowed them to establish larger, more permanent settlements, strategically positioned near prime hunting grounds. What's particularly fascinating is how the Thule adapted to changing conditions. When the medieval warm period gave way to the Little Ice Age, they modified their hunting techniques and technologies to match the new reality of expanded sea ice and shifting animal migrations. Their settlements show evidence of continuous adaptation, with whale bones often incorporated directly into housing structures. Archaeological evidence suggests a complex story of interaction with the remaining Dorset people. At various sites, we find artifacts from both cultures intermingled, hinting at a period of coexistence and possible cultural exchange rather than simple displacement. This challenges our understanding of ancient cultural interactions in the Arctic. The Thule weren't just another group passing through Greenland. They were the ancestors of today's Inuit people. Their technological innovations and cultural practices formed the foundation of modern Greenlandic society, creating a legacy that continues to influence life in the Arctic today. While indigenous cultures shaped much of Greenland's history, another remarkable chapter unfolded when Eric the Red led a band of Norse settlers to its shores in 982 CE, established themselves along Greenland's southwestern coast during the favorable conditions of the medieval warm period. In a masterful act of medieval marketing, Eric named this ice-covered land Greenland, hoping to attract more settlers to his new colony. His strategy worked, and soon settlements like Brattahlid and Valsey flourished, complete with churches, farms, and trading posts. These Norse settlers brought their European farming traditions, raising cattle, sheep, and attempting to cultivate crops in the brief Arctic summer. Interaction between the Norse and the Thule Inuit remains one of history's most intriguing mysteries. Archaeological evidence suggests some trade occurred, with Norse iron tools possibly exchanged for indigenous goods. Yet vast cultural and linguistic differences likely limited deeper connections between these two vastly different societies. But by the late 15th century, the Norse presence in Greenland had vanished completely. What led to their disappearance? The Little Ice Age's cooling grip made their agricultural lifestyle increasingly difficult. Years of farming had degraded the fragile soil through overgrazing. The decline of the valuable walrus ivory trade with Europe struck a devastating economic blow. Isolation grew as European ships visited less frequently, and some historians suggest possible conflicts with the Inuit or raids by pirates. Today, ruins like the hauntingly beautiful Valsey Church stand as silent sentinels, reminding us of this bold attempt to establish European civilization at the edge of the medieval world. The Norse chapter in Greenland's history serves as a powerful reminder of both human ambition and the ultimate authority of environmental change. Modern science has provided us with an extraordinary window into Greenland's past through the lens of genetic research. Like archaeologists excavating layers of ancient settlements, geneticists have uncovered the biological layers of Greenland's human story, revealing a fascinating tapestry of ancestry and adaptation. Today's Greenlandic population carries a genetic signature that speaks volumes about their history. On average, modern Greenlanders possess approximately 25% European ancestry, primarily a result of Danish colonization and missionary activities beginning in the 18th century. This European genetic influence isn't uniform across the island. It's more pronounced in urban areas, while remote northern and eastern communities retain a higher proportion of indigenous ancestry. But perhaps the most fascinating discovery lies in the unique genetic architecture of the Inuit population. Scientists have identified a remarkable phenomenon, a severe genetic bottleneck that lasted for at least 15,000 years. Imagine a small group of ancestors isolated in the harsh Arctic environment, their genetic legacy passed down through generations with minimal outside influence. This prolonged isolation led to reduced genetic diversity, but the variants that remained became more common through genetic drift. What's truly remarkable are the signs of genetic adaptation to Arctic life. The Inuit genome shows clear evidence of natural selection acting on genes involved in fat metabolism, particularly the FADS gene cluster. Such genetic modifications influence how their bodies process and use fats, affecting everything from body fat distribution to their ability to generate heat in extreme cold. These genetic insights tell us more than just ancestry. They reveal how human biology can adapt to extreme environments over thousands of years. The Inuit genome is a testament to human resilience, showing how our species can evolve to thrive in one of Earth's most challenging environments. In the DNA of modern Greenlanders, we can read the story of ancient migrations, isolation, adaptation, and recent cultural contact. It's a biological record that bridges past and present, connecting today's population with their remarkable ancestors who first ventured into the Arctic wilderness thousands of years ago. As we conclude our journey through Greenland's remarkable past, we find ourselves in awe of the human spirit's extraordinary capacity for adaptation and survival. From the pioneering Saqqaq, who left their Siberian homeland to forge a new life in the Arctic, to the artistically gifted Dorset people, whose miniature masterpieces still captivate us today, each culture has contributed to an incredible legacy. The technologically innovative Thule people revolutionized Arctic living, laying the foundation for modern Inuit society. Even the Norse interlude, though brief, adds a fascinating European chapter to this predominantly indigenous story. Each of these cultures faced the ultimate test of survival in one of Earth's most challenging environments, adapting, innovating, and sometimes disappearing into the mists of time. Today's Greenlanders carry forward this remarkable heritage, blending ancient traditions with modern life in a way that honors their ancestors' resilience. As Greenland's ice sheets continue to preserve the secrets of the past, we invite you to join us in uncovering more of history's hidden stories. Don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel for more fascinating journeys into humanity's past.